4 weeks ago, my lawn looked like this, beautiful. A couple of weeks later, it looked terrible, like this. Red thread, dreaded red thread. Quite a lot of you, I think, are experiencing it right now. Now, today is the last day of July, and after a little bit of treatment, it's now looking almost back to its best again. If you want to know how I did it, have a watch of the video if you like. Aye, campers, brothers, should I say, in commemoration of the Hulkster and Ozzy Osbourne. Anyway, 26th of July today, Saturday afternoon. Done the back lawn this morning, it's looking all right. Trying to tackle this front bit. So I think on the last video that I did out here, which was the last video, we were talking about these patches, which I believe now it's not brown patch. Some people commented saying it could be fusarium. I don't think it's that bad to be fusarium. I think it is red thread. A lot of people commented saying they've got red thread at the minute. It is a fungal disease. I put a clip in here from earlier on this week when I got up going to work. There's a lot of mycelium on the lawn, which is the web-like structures. But this stuff here is down to the moisture, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. The moisture in the air, the humidity, and the warm nights and the wet mornings. And the combination of the wetness and the warmness and stuff like that. Perfect for this stuff to thrive. So we tried with the 10, with the 1500 at double rate. It's not actually double rate, it's just more of it. It's still 50% nitrogen, so that's not cute. Excuse me. That's a nice biscuit. Not so nice now. So that's not cured it. That's not double the rate that I thought it would be. It's just more of the product going across the area. So I wanted to put something higher on, and I've got some locally produced fertilizer that I'm going to put on today, along with the seaweed and the the carbs, just to keep the health of the lawn up, because it's still a bit warm, bit muggy, still some patches there. I'm going to put some iron in it to try and even out the colour as well and toughen it up against this. And I've still got mushrooms coming up, as we're going to get, because of the moisture around. There's a lot today, especially in this lawn. Well, not too much, but anyway, that's where we're at. So we'll talk about the fertilizer in a minute, but we're going to go on with Kilowatt. I'm going to go on at level 4. Last time we did it last week, it was level 3. I'm going to go on at level 4, give it a blast both ways, both directions, try and thin out that area to allow the air to pass through, aerate the lawn, if you will. Easy for it to dry out and stop holding the moisture, which should reduce the fungus in the lawn, if I'm thinking right. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. So let's go on now. So we'll zap this 2 times, left and right, up and down with the Kilowatt. Move it up with a mower, and then yeah, go on with the cylinder, try and make it look a little bit pretty before we spray it with some lovely stuff. Like, subscribe, getting to 5,000, about 100 away now. Hit 5,000 competition, you all know about that. See you in a second. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. So 2 passes there with Kilowatt on level 4 with the Mototech grooming vertical tin cartridge, Gen 2. Knob about with these stands so I can hold it. And we have pulled up so much. I am surprised. I don't know if I'm going to have enough space in the old recycling. But that's all the matter that we pulled up. Now, the interesting thing is how much of the stuff we got out, which was red thread affected areas, which is around here. So hopefully what we've done is, by thinning out this sward here, removing some of the damaged and diseased grasses, we can now get on with the hater, hoover all this muck up, put some fertilizer on, which gives space for new growth to come through. But yeah, I am blown away by the amount of dead stuff that we pulled out of here. Easiest way to get all this up now is with hater. I've tried with the blower before, it's a pain in the neck. But yeah, we'll do it. Then we'll get the local fertilizer made by local people. Do it like that, don't we? That's the League of Gentlemen. So yeah, we'll do that now. We'll keep going. So hopefully you can see me. As we've mentioned, I'm suffering from a bit of red thread. The colours dropped down a little bit, probably because of the heat, just off camera. I have put a bit of water down under the tree because that's where it's struggling. I'm going to put some more water on tomorrow across the whole lawn. But I'm going to treat it now with a high nitrogen feed because obviously the 1500 CalMag's not cutting it to try and beat this red thread. Or what I suspect is red thread. If it is fusarium or brown patch, applying a high nitrogen feed is a big no-no. So I'm risking it for the biscuit because I believe it is red thread. I saw it the other day, I had a look, and it was very, the grass blades were pinky, which is a sign of red thread. So let's give it a go anyway. But I was going to go for the ICL 33% liquid feed, but Greenco unfortunately had none in stock. So what I've been supplied with in lieu of such is my new chair. No, it's this stuff from a local company, very close to me, in a place called Skelmersdale, very close to Greenco as well. Thomas Elliott fertilizers. So this is a Thomas Elliott 20010 fertilizer plus seaweed plus humics. So it's 20% nitrogen, and it's got a lot of phosphates in it. Is it phosphates? It's potassium. No phosphates. Medium potassium, very high nitrogen. Very well, very good stuff it seems, because it's given us an application rate there. So 200 ml per 100 meter squared. So already prepped it in the knapsack and the old proton pack. So I've got 400 ml of this across the 200 square meters. So 200 ml for 100 square meters. Times that by 2, 400 ml of that. That's a foliar application. If you want to do a root drencher, obviously increase it to 600 ml per 100 meters squared. I'm not going to be doing any root drenching, just want to get into the leaf of the plant and go from there. I've also gone for a bit of iron, so I put 400 ml of the 6% iron in there from Greenco. I've also put in the seaweed at 400 ml of seaweed and 200 ml of the mold turf for the carbs and the sugars and stuff like that, and a splash of humics. Humics and fulvics go really well with seaweed uptake, so we'll go from there. So I'll spray that on now, and hopefully in a couple of days we'll see some sort of return on our application, and let's see. Hi campers, we're back. It's Monday evening, it's the 28th, so I'm not lying, 28th. So it's a couple of days since we went on with the liquids, and it's had a bit of a response, a bit of a kick. I gave this side a mow last night. Still, it's a little bit dark because we've got bit clouds, so I'll just put the EV up to 0.6 to make it a little bit brighter for you on the screen. So you can see there, we've still got some scarring, if you will, but hopefully what I'm going to do now is going to help bring it along. So these patches here, still struggling. I'm riding my broom, falling over my broom. But you can see it's getting a little bit better. We've had a bit of a response from when the feed on. Even on the far side. I've not cut the far side yet. I'm going to give that a cut now. But in order to bring it on a little bit more, we're at about 5.5 weeks since we put a granular feed on, so it's due it. I've got some left over. So we've got 8.6 kilos of 1044 in there, the rest of the bag. So that'll be going on now across the whole lawn. So it'll be around about 40 grams a square metre, that some there. But yeah, that should help also bring it on a bit, because it is looking a little bit sorry for itself, disappointing how it's got. Like I said in the last video, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but trying what we can do. It did get a good watering the other morning as well. Sunday morning, it had a good hour on this section here, and 5 minutes over, well, half an hour down in the bottom corner there. So we're getting there, but we'll see. So I'll just cut that now off camera, put the feed on, then we'll revert back to the end of the week. Hopefully it's going to look lovely. It's going to start raining shortly, so time to put the feed on. Oh, that's got me. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, just blowing off to try and limit any excess on the pavements. Staying in mainly to keep it when the dog comes on. Don't know if it's on camera then. I decided to film it, didn't I? Neighbours saying it looks good, so it still looks a bit poorly, but it is looking a bit better after a cut. You can still see all that scarring, but we're due some rain, and with that feed and with the stuff that we put on it on Saturday, can't remember now, whenever it was Saturday, it should help it bring it along and recover from what I'm expecting, believing, hoping is red thread. If it's anything like brown patch or fusarium, doing what I've just done is going to put us in a load of trouble. So leave it at that for now, and I'll see you in a microsecond, but for me it'll be about 3, 4, 5 days. We'll see what the weather's like, and we'll go from there. See you shortly. So there we have it, folks. Wednesday evening, so a few days since we've applied the feed, 30th of July, and we're getting slowly better. There's still some light patches, as you can see around there at the bottom, but I think there's a lot of, healing around here. It's looking a bit better, slowly but surely. But time will take time, it needs a little bit longer. Maybe I should have gone for a full scarify, maybe a full height reset, they say, scalp it all back and let it grow again. But yeah, here it's looking a little bit better. It's not quite there yet, but it's a big improvement. And the feed went on Monday night. It's now Wednesday. We've had a bit of rain over Tuesday, so we'll get there. It'll slowly but surely, hopefully, it'll be rectifying. So anyway, that'll be it for this video. We'll get onto the back, I think, on the next video, because we've got stuff to do. We'll check up on here, and we'll go from there. Have a lovely evening. Like and subscribe. All that, nearly 5,000. We'll get the competition done, and yeah, as I always say, enjoy your evening. I'll be the same.